Howdy.
Hey,
Howdy.
what's up?
Welcome back to the show. It's the Russ Show here with you. Back again.
We're here.
How's everybody been?
Oh, fine.
Oh,
I'm
fine.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're dealing with some stuff that's going to be in the news today, but
Yeah, we got a little bit of news for you guys today. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Kind of a mixed bag here of some news tonight, so you want to stick around for that. We're going to get into that here in just a moment. Coming up a little later in the program tonight, we're going to be playing another new game because we played Oblivion Remastered last time, right?
yes.
Yeah. A game that came out last week as well, just a couple days after the Oblivion Remaster, is a totally out of my genre of games that I play. I don't really dabble much here, but it is a turn-based RPG that's a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying some good things. So
Blowing up.
we're gonna take a look at Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
All right.
At least for a little while tonight on the show.
Check it out.
We've really got nothing planned outside of that game either. So if we get tired of that, we'll see where we're at. But we're gonna play that for a while. We're gonna try to at least get to a boss battle or something cool, some cool combat looking stuff, so we can really see what this game's all about, what makes it shine. So that's coming up second half of the show tonight.
All right.
Oh, what have I been playing? Not a lot. Call of Duty.
Yeah, you were playing Oblivion, but you
Kinda,
fell off.
Kind of
now.
fell off of Oblivion a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, I played some Call of Duty. That's about it. Been kind of light on the gaming front this week actually. So
Yeah, I kind of fell off of Oblivion too. Not really playing much right now. I need to get back into gaming.
yeah, there's that. But yeah, I think we're gonna hop right into our news tonight here. I guess we'll move one ahead here. We'll start with the good news.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
good for somebody.
good for...
Microsoft gaming revenue grows 5% year on year, content and services up 8%, and hardware down 6%. So that translates to they got some revenue coming in, and Game Pass is doing some things. We actually heard PC side of Game Pass
Year over year, it's like 40%?
doing really well. A lot of people on the PC side really seeing the value in what Game Pass has to offer. For PC gamers or gamers who Xbox and PC like to flip-flop back and forth, it is really nice. We've talked about it a lot because it has the Play Anywhere ability, so your save for a lot of the games just travels right along with you, whether you're playing on an Xbox. And this is like single-player games, too.
Yeah.
Whether you're playing on an
convenient.
Xbox or hopping over on your PC, that save travels right along with you. But yeah, PC Game Pass is seeing some growth as expected, and that's kind of what they want. And of course, we know they've doubled down on like their cloud streaming and stuff. They just announced recently that the LG TVs now have the Game Pass game streaming app.
Dude, and I guess they're seeing increases in use for cloud stuff.
Yeah.
So that's helping them in some way, I'm
Which
sure.
is wild, man. Imagine if that was the only way you gamed Xbox games, was through the cloud.
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
It has to be like a backup kind of thing. Like you can
mean-
play it if you want.
Some people like that. They're like, yeah, that's what I do. You're super casual gamer.
Yeah. Just
Uh-huh.
destroying your bandwidth every month with these online video games.
Yeah. So LG TVs do that now. The initial that was the Samsung TVs, right? Wasn't that the first one?
Samsung had the first deal, I think. Yeah.
But now LG. So nothing like we were promised. We were promised that pretty much all like Google Smart TVs were gonna have it. I figured that I bought a Sony Bravia a few years back. I mean, At this point, Jesus, we've had these TVs forever.
Yeah.
And I figured that the way they were talking back then is those were gonna get it too, and I would have never used it outside of just testing it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I sideloaded it once. That didn't work so well.
Ran like shit. That's so fun.
But so they are up here on all the areas that they've doubled down on. Hardware is down. We've known that. Nobody's buying Xboxes.
Yeah, it's their own fault for the people not buying Xboxes. But if you're a shareholder right now, you're having a good time. They're sitting at $435.28 a share.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're up 2.3% today.
Yep.
1 year return, 28%. I mean, it's easy to invest in big companies like this. But yeah, it comes at the expense of, the cool gamer stuff that you used to like when you were younger.
Yeah. But no, I mean, as Game Pass subscribers, though, I'd say, they've definitely been killing it this year. Lots of little goodies coming around.
Expedition 33 is on Game Pass.
Yeah, we're going to be taking a look at that later.
That's why we're playing it.
Yeah. I wouldn't have bought it.
Nah, he wouldn't.
I mean, that's one of those games, though, that, I'm going to try. I don't think this is going to be one that, gets me. But, this is a game that, I look at it from the top level. It's a turn-based RPG game, and, that's not normally what I play. So, in a normal world where Game Pass didn't exist, I probably wouldn't have tried this one out. So
yeah, this is. Let's see how much it is. I'm curious.
I think it's another $50 game.
$49.99.
$49.99. Yeah, $50 game.
Wow.
It was the attack of the $50 games last week because Oblivion Remastered is $50 and this game is $50, and those are the games everyone was talking about.
Yep.
So
cheap games.
As games go up to $70, $80, $90, you see these $50 games come out, and they're single player experiences, and people are like, yeah, this is a good game. So
all right, yeah.
Yep. You're going to have a hard time once everybody thinks they can charge $80 for their game, you're going to have a hard time gamers are going to have a hard time justifying some of these titles.
Yeah. And you're going to see that very soon.
You're going to see a lot more picking and choosing, a lot more bias, a lot more, people like me who are like, I don't play those kinds of games, so I'm not going to spend $80 on it, whereas opposed to if it was $40 and it looked really good, I might just pick it up for the hell of it to just look, because I pick up games that are cheap sometimes that I know I'm not really going to care for. But I will get enough enjoyment out of cranking up the settings on my computer and looking at it in super ultra wide. And part of the experience to me is just the visuals.
Yeah, it's got a use. You have the game.
And every now and then I find, oh shit, there's something about this I like. So, that's what's going on. Is Microsoft one day came out and said things are going good and the hardware's down. So what do? In the same swoop, 24 hours later, they announced they're going to raise the price of all hardware. And games by the end of the year are going to be $80 from Microsoft.
Yeah, so. I read some weird literature in this thing. It basically said it might be select games, but I think that they're going to move that. They're going to move to $80 for everything.
Oh, anything the new Forza, the Gears of War E-Day.
That's going to be your $80 game. Yeah, controllers are going up. I think they're $64.99 now.
Yeah, let's take a look at a little bit of these breakdowns here. What do we got? We got, first of all, the Xbox Series S 512 is going up to $379. It was currently $299. The 1 terabyte edition, $349 up to $429.
Damn.
Here's your Xbox Series X's here. The digital version with no disc drive, $449 up $100 to $549.
That's crazy.
Your regular Series X is $499 up to $599, so $600 for a 5-year-old console.
$599 US.
We save more money buying day one.
Oh man. Oh, they're asking PS3 money for this shit.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy. And then you got the PS Pro out there that's $700, and it's just a little bit better than the Series X is.
Yeah. It's not much of a huge boost. Don't buy a Pro console because this generation's going to end itself real quick.
Yeah, this generation is cooked. Absolutely cooked. The 2 terabyte Galaxy edition of the Series X, $599, which was the $600 console, up to $729.
That is lunacy.
Yep.
$729 for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Your regular controller is now going to be $64.99. How much were those?
Those were normally like $60.
Yeah, $60. So they went up $5.
Yeah.
Here you go. Your colored controller is going to be up $10, which I think they were.
I think those were the $5.
They're up $5 more too,
Yeah.
so they were already $64.99.
And then specials.
Special editions $79.99.
Oh my gosh.
And then the limited editions that are usually $80 are going to be $90. Now let's talk elite controllers here. The old elite
Series
controller.
2 cores.
So the core controller means that it comes with no little attachments. Like you don't get extra sticks, and you don't get paddles.
It's
or
just
the
a
case.
controller. It's for people that had an elite.
The pricing on these has been a little weird because the actual retail price of those has been $149, but for the last couple years that they've been out, you've been able to score them anywhere from like $90 to $110.
Yeah.
So you'll still probably be able to find deals around those around the internet, but maybe they might be going up a little too. But the retail price of those up $10 to $149, $150 for your core controller. The $179 full elite experience that comes with the case, the charger, the paddles, the extra pieces, replaceable pieces, staller joysticks, and the actual D-pad that I use here, because the normal one comes with the sled. Up $20 from $179 to $199.
So it's the cost of the DualSense Edge.
Yeah.
They're matching costs now. They used to be cheaper.
Oh, yeah, and that's another one that you could find usually for like $129, $140.
Yeah.
You could find a whole Elite series. They don't actually have pricing for the... well, they don't make them official, so we don't know if the prices of the little SSD expansion cards from Western Digital and Seagate are going up.
Those weren't announced or anything.
And we also don't know if the price of the Elite kit, because they sell that separately now because of the core, is going up. But I assume it's probably going to pop up another $10 too.
Maybe.
The stereo headset, that is the one that has the cable, is going to be $64.99, so it's up $5 because it was usually $60.
Damn.
And the wireless headset, $109, going up to $119.99. I feel like it started at $119, but they did price drop it a couple years ago. So I think it's back up to its original. I may be wrong on that, but it's going to be $120 for the wireless headset, which I used for a while, but God, I just had so many bad experiences with it, with connectivity.
Sucks. It's just not reliable.
Yeah. It's just like you'd be laying there and it would cut out, and then like you had to turn it off sometimes so it resync properly. But yeah, the stereo headsets, they're actually pretty nice. Sarah uses one, and I had one that I used quite a while too. The price is going up just because of, it's going up globally. Some other countries are hit a little different. Of course, here in the United States, they haven't quite come out and completely said it. A lot of tariff-related situations, but there is a global situation like in the UK. The Xbox Series X has been $449. It's going up to $499. So you're seeing pretty much half of what we get here, but on their end there. So there is global price increases on all this, but wow. I mean, it's absolutely insane that we're 5 years into this generation and they're like, we're going to charge you more for these consoles. As the generation begins to wind down early.
It's not going down, it's going up.
Yeah, like new consoles are coming out in, 3 years? Maybe 2?
It's expected 2027.
Yeah, 2027.
That's when it's expected.
So yeah, this leaves a lot of things on the table here. Like we've heard about the Xbox handheld, which I'm assuming we probably will hear more about during summertime, during Summer Game Fest. And all that, I'm sure that thing's gonna be just ridiculously priced.
Oh,
yeah, and it's, as we've talked about the handheld too, is it's basically all sources basically confirm that it's gonna be partner with Asus.
It's gonna be
most likely ROG Ally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those things are already getting ready to jump in price. Yeah.
It's rough out there.
I mean, there's
for no reason,
and
really.
This is gonna be crazy, man, because there's a inevitable video game industry crash just waiting to happen.
It's like they're trying to get it to happen on purpose. Because you already see this. Like, what? They're raising the price on the stuff's supposed to go down.
Yeah.
It's not this way.
Yeah.
And now it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now all your secondhand like pawn shops and stuff too, you're probably going to see a little bit of an increase on that too. But they're probably not going to pay you more if you bring in your unit.
Oh no, definitely not.
But they're going to turn around and sell them for more, which they've already done too. Like I remember seeing pawn shops trying to sell, even when PlayStations were readily available, you'd still see a PlayStation in there for like $700. Like I can go to the store and buy one cheaper. Why would I buy a PlayStation for $700 in a pawn shop?
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, so there you go. That's what's going on in the price increasing world.
Yeah. If you're gonna get a console, you might look at the used market. Look at your local pawn shop. See if you can get it for cheaper than retail.
And they announced this immediately. Yeah. We actually had a funny bit lined up, but it went away so quick. To start the show tonight, as the price increases were just immediate, so all your retailers updated. GameStop, that was the funny bit we were gonna do. Is I hopped on GameStop yesterday and I saw that the Xbox Series X was $100 off. It had the new price of $599 marked out and said $499. So we pulled it up today, and they went ahead and already got rid of that too. So
gone.
Yeah, the price effect is already in play. And that's the thing though, is like you're looking at like, yeah, if it was tariff related, it is a little weird that they would just immediately change the price, because it's no secret that there is a stock of Xbox Series consoles in the United States that they're just working off of, because we hit market saturation with the Xbox probably a year ago. Yeah. Right around when they hit
stop buying.
Right around when they hit 35 million consoles is when you pretty much saw like a couple 100,000 happening here each quarter, and now it's even less than that in certain countries. But yeah, it would be weird that they just immediately raised the price and didn't like look at the stock and then go, there's a price increase coming. But at the same time, the amount of time it would take to get through that stock, it's going to be a little weird when we get closer to 6 years in, when the price increase would happen. So they want to do that now. But as we know, hardware's down 6% with Microsoft anyways. So I mean, they're going to make a new console. They've said it's already in development. It's got a handheld on the way that's partnered with a PC handheld, whatever. But it's going to be interesting to see their next console, because they've all but bowed out of the hardware business. They make hardware just because it's like, well, we can.
Yeah.
But they're never going to sell, anywhere near like a PlayStation.
They would need to drastically change things to get to that point.
But now you're at a point where even if they do drastically change some things, it's just going to increase the already inflated price. So. Next gen consoles, I mean, it's going to be like the PS3 days all over again, but everybody's going to be doing it as just expect $700 right out the gate. At minimum.
Everyone will get you.
And they'll still sell you like a 512 gig version.
Oh yeah. You'll have no storage space still. You will buy our cards and you will like it.
Well, hello, Slotmaster over on YouTube. Hello, Matty McCraven's over here on Twitch.
Ooh.
What's happening?
Everyone's around.
What do we got next here? More bad news for you. Now, this is something that we all saw coming here about a mile and a half away. They're increasing the digital prices. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the price of games, digital or physical, are going up at this point because I mean, yeah, it just makes no sense that, even in the digital world where you're buying digital, you just pay the same prices for all this stuff, even though they don't have to manufacture anywhere near the same amount of discs that they used to for games.
They don't have to produce a disc. They just sell you a file.
Yeah.
And they could take that file away if they wanted.
Coming up next here, yes, look at that. Grand Theft Auto, as you remember, was coming out at the end of the year, and they said just a couple months ago, things were going great. They were on track. They weren't having issues developing for the Series S, stuff like that. Guess what? Grand Theft Auto 6 is now delayed to May 2026.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to call it here. I don't think it's coming out May 2026.
Thinking like a November release.
I'm thinking we're gonna at least here. We're gonna push it back just a little longer, and we're gonna do holiday 2026.
November.
Yeah.
November, December.
So yeah, hi everyone. Grand Theft Auto is now set to release May 26, 2026. We're sorry that this is later than you expected. Interest and excitement surrounding the new GTA has become truly humbling to our entire team. Yeah, so there you go. They don't even talk about what they're doing here, do they?
No, we're just not. We're making the game still, so wait.
We just need extra time. We just need more time.
We just need a little bit more time.
And everybody's just been waiting on GTA Trailer 2. And instead of Trailer 2 coming out, they let you sit in the dark for a while and then put out a notice that they're delaying the game, which, yeah, nobody's really surprised.
Trailer 2 will come around the release date.
Yeah, nobody's really surprised though that
no.
this happened. I mean, I think we even referenced it on this show. There's plenty of time to delay this game, because why not? And I mean, they just tried to sell you more GTA 5 anyways with enhanced editions.
Yeah. It's the biggest game in the industry. They can do what they want with it, and they're gonna do what they want with it. They spent billions of dollars, literally billions.
And the thing is I've got a little prediction here that we were just talking about the price of games going up and everything, hardware. Is this gives them more time to let all the dust settle, let everyone else finish and raising their prices, get games start coming out with those prices, so that when they do announce the official, true, confirmed launch of GTA 6, is that the standard edition is going to be $100. That's my prediction.
$99.99.
We're providing you a premium gaming experience that will last for years to come. We're going to go ahead and charge you $100 for a standard edition.
I can see them do that, and everyone will raise their price by then. Everyone.
Yeah.
Sony will get there. Nintendo's already there. Xbox is going there. Yeah, everyone's going to be raised up, and they're going to charge that much for the game because it's the biggest game in the industry. They can do that.
Right.
It is their premium gameplay experience.
Yeah. So.
And hell, it might not even have online when it comes out. You'll be playing online on fucking GTA 5.
Yeah.
Still.
So there you go. Grand Theft Auto news coming up next here in our news story. Call of Duty. Season 3 Reloaded just dropped Wednesday. And didn't we play Wednesday? What day did we play Slotmaster when I hopped on? It was Wednesday after the pod. I don't remember there being Zippies, but Zippies were supposed to be returning. So what did they do? Recently they announced that they were aware, and they were aware of the community's concerns with the collaborations and the what's the word I'm looking for? Operator packs and the collaborations getting a little out of hand, little goofy, and that they were going to be more mindful in the future. In the same hand here, welcome Seth Rogen to an operator in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
After they did Jay and Silent Bob, and then they released the second pack of them, which is Blunt Man and Chronic.
Oh, okay, so there's
two.
There's two.
There's
packs.
Jay and Silent Bob, and then the Blunt Man and Chronic pack.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I see him in the background there with the bong saber and all that.
Oh. So now you get
Seth Rogen
in the game.
I do not care.
And then what do we got here? Blaze of Glory.
What up, Oso? We are fuckers, aren't we?
The east wing of the train station is now open again. This was previously sealed. They had the whole thing sealed off like at the beginning. The train is back, so there's a train moving around. And then there's vertical ascenders. And these are supposed to match the original Season 5 of Original Verdansk placement of when they actually introduced those. So those should be available now.
Choose to take on the mission. Oh, look what you did there. I was reading the moving train.
Choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High trip research. Oh, get out of here.
Well, because they got Jay and Silent Bob and now Seth
Special
Rogen.
narration.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
massive resurgence, which is cool. I like when they put resurgence on the big map.
Yeah, that is kind of neat that they give you that option, because it sucks to just die and lose it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we like playing casuals now, because it's like you don't see as many cheaters in there. And the game really kind of gets tense at endgame.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty cool. But
COD isn't bad. Warzone isn't bad.
We're playing a little of that probably a little this weekend. So,
damn, there he goes. Honk.
All this yapping's got my sinuses going, you know. Anyways, yeah, ranked and everything. So there's your Call of Duty news for you, and then all the garbage here.
All the garbage.
I don't think they put the perks and buffs on here. You got to go to a different site to see all that action.
Well, that's no fun.
What do we got here? Oh, The Last of Us TV series. I don't know if anybody's been watching that, but
I didn't watch any of the season 2. Season 1 was okay.
We've been watching season 2.
You have some mixed thoughts of it,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So this is the season 2 Rotten Tomatoes here, and I've watched this. I think this started after the premiere at 53, and I've logged in enough times to see it at 52, 51, 50, and now 49. I logged in last time, and I was like, was this a countdown? What are we counting down to?
What's going on?
They greenlit the season 3 of this show like a week before the season 2 premiere.
Yeah.
But looking at this, I'm sure.
I mean, I did say, like, the second game is, like, almost unfilmable. Like, people aren't going to like it.
Yeah, and they didn't, but they don't like the show for a lot of other reasons, too.
Yeah.
Is the casting's a little weird. I feel like they try a little too hard to recreate specific things from the game, which is nice. It's cool, especially, I mean, it's just a lot of fan service, but at the same time, they take a lot of liberties of making the show different because of, you know, how it's going to play out and everything. Like, the way people get infected, the way the infection started is not the same in the show than it was the game, because it was it's spores is it spores in the game?
You get spores in the game too. You just there's those patches that Ellie can go through that you can't get.
But there's not spores in the show.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess I don't recall that. There's no spores like that in the show. Huh.
So
okay.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, it's different. I know it's different.
So
I
there's
can't
things
even
that are
remember.
different.
I can't even
about
remember how it's different. Like. But yeah, they spoiler alert, they killed off the Pedro in the show, Pedro Pascal. If you've never played the game or heard anything about the game, sorry. Just gonna go ahead and spoil that for you.
I mean, the game's been out for a number of years.
The game's been out for quite a few years and had 18 remasters by now. So if you didn't want to play it or know anything about it, you hadn't already. You didn't want to. So
yeah. I just don't understand how people are going to stick with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like a lot of people are like the girl in there. Bella Ramsey, not really a strong lead for a show.
No.
The new girl they brought in, she's a little more likable as a actress in terms of, you know, how she plays her role, but at the same time, I don't see her, you know, being a driving force for this show either.
So she's not like a lead when Abby eventually becomes the lead for a bit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
But I think. I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, you had two camps of people that wanted to come to this show. Is one, people who love The Last of Us, and wanted to see the adaptation, and B, Pedro Pascal's kind of a big deal in the acting scene. People like sensitive Pedro.
People liked him for this. People liked him for other stuff. Yeah.
But it's it's not gonna be a ratings driver, and. This is one of those things that, like, you got to look back at old shows and stuff that, this ain't a water cooler talk kind of show.
No.
And the thing that I say about that is, like, I've talked about a show that I like a lot called Severance. And it garnered a lot of popularity this season. There was actually a lot of talk about it. But one person said it perfectly, is like, if this was the same show, you know, the same control, and Ben Stiller directing it, and all the same things happened, and it was on HBO instead of Apple, it probably would be an even huger success and would have been something like people talked about.
Yeah.
But there's just you're gonna see each week that not a lot of people are yapping about the Last of Us show. So
I don't really hear anyone talk about it aside from...
I think Halo, the Halo series has both seasons have a better popcorn meter than The Last of Us right now.
And I can tell you, don't watch that.
Yeah, well, they moved it to Netflix, and it did pretty good because people on Netflix will watch anything.
Yeah.
Season 2 is apparently a step above Season 1, but it wasn't enough. It still got canceled.
Yeah, it's garbage. Don't watch any season of Halo.
I mean, you watch what you want.
But don't.
If you want to watch it, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's not good TV, even if you're not a Halo fan.
There's some neat set pieces in Season 2. And that's about it.
They had to CGI throwing a assault rifle into the ground. They CGI'd that shit. They couldn't get a prop.
Yeah.
Don't watch that shit.
Yeah, they moved the Halo show after it got canceled because Paramount just like gets rid of shows too.
Yeah.
Netflix swooped it up and it did pretty good over there for the month that it released of people just starving for content on Netflix at this point.
It was fucking trash. Yeah.
There's just nothing on Netflix anymore. That's the thing. Like, there's a few things that some people watch, but like as a general crowd caller, Netflix can't, like, they had a good run of like having a bunch of shows and like people, but then they started canceling the shows that people liked.
Mm-hmm. There were some decent shows on Netflix like 6-8 years ago.
Yeah.
But there hasn't really been any good TV in a long time on there that's theirs.
No, not at all.
It's usually stuff that they're getting from other places.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. You want to watch a little of this, even though nobody cares?
Fucking Borderlands.
Let's check it out.
They're still making these. This is crazy to me.
So they did a exclusive state of play with PlayStation for Borderlands 4 here.
What use is a vault hunter? What use is a killer? A brute. A rule-breaking, loot-taking, running and gunning natural disaster. You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
And they get to the gameplay and it's this again.
So this was visually impressive for Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3
that.
was a very visual upgrade from, of course, the original and 2. Even the because didn't they like remaster
Kind of
2, make higher fidelity, higher textures.
Yeah.
In the collection or whatever it was that came out on Xbox One.
Yeah, it was like the X-Bone collection for 2 and pre-sequel.
Yeah. But 3 was definitely a visual upgrade. I did enjoy some of it. It just didn't. I mean, I'm not interested in Borderlands too much.
I guess it was done.
I like the mechanics. I like the looty aspect of it. I just the story isn't.
The story's not good, and you know what? I fucking hate the universe
Hey!
they built.
Pitchford.
Baby Bird!
This fucking weirdo.
Hey, Baby Bird, feed me.
You our deepest look yet.
Look at his
Borderlands
shirt.
I'll
4,
feed you, Baby
The
Bird.
excitement, loot, and gnarly carnage all running on PlayStation 5 Pro.
Since creating the looter-shooter genre nearly 16 years ago, we've continued to refine the formula, delivering better
created it.
loot.
Wait, did they create it?
They created it.
They created the genre?
They created the genre.
This is hands down our best Borderlands ever. All new movement, abilities, bigger and badder enemies, and a brand new planet, all in service of making you feel like a total badass.
It's the perfect entry
Oh my
point for new
God.
players.
They keep saying
with
that.
Incredible new places and a great story.
What is this shirt?
For our
I know.
longtime Borderlands fans, we're throwing back to our more grounded tone while pushing gameplay ahead further than ever before. This is the
Our more
culmination
grounded
of
tone.
years of hard work from my teammates across the
They
Gearbox
fire all the
studios.
robots.
So enough talk. Let's get it. This is Borderlands 4.
You look like a creep. I don't know. Randy's always weirded me out.
I like that little beat, but it has nothing to do with Borderlands. It's a nice little factory beat they made.
Borderlands
Oh, he definitely has shit on his hard drive.
universe.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I mean, he's lost flash drives with shit on them and had to explain himself.
You play as a vault hunter, a badass mercenary.
Shocker, you play as a Vault Hunter.
No
action
shit.
shoots.
Today I'm playing as Vex, our new siren. She wields supernatural phase energy to devastating effect. She can use that energy to empower herself, or channel it to conjure deadly minions that fight alongside her.
Deadly minions that do no damage.
And
Got
because
it.
everything's better in co-op, I'm joining as
I'll probably log a good 20 hours on this
Comment
when
down
it hits
over
EA Play.
exosuit.
EA Play?
An arsenal
Yeah.
of weapons.
Wait,
Wait,
who
it's
makes
not, it's 2K.
2K?
Yeah, I think 2K.
Game
owns that
Pass.
shit.
It's just got to go to Game Pass then,
You can
right?
play at launch.
Yeah. He's got Bedella over there.
Borderlands 4 takes place on Kairos, an all-new planet steeped in conflict.
No banquet.
For thousands of years, the Timekeeper kept the planet hidden, controlling its inhabitants with bolts, cybernetic implants fused to their spines. Anyone who stepped out of line.
Me, no, I'm having a Modella.
Soldiers known as the Order.
That is until 6 years ago when Elpis showed up. This rogue moon was teleported away from Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3 by the legendary Vault Hunter Lilith. When it reappeared across the galaxy, it crashed into the protective veil around Kairos. The results were devastating.
Oh, Guinness, huh?
No.
No, Matty McRaven's having some Guinness.
Oh,
We got some Guinness in the fridge, though.
we do.
All
We do.
across Kairos have started rising
I use it for
up,
cooking more, though.
Yeah.
some even ripping out their bolts.
Whipping out their what?
So they're brain along with it.
He either said balls or bolts.
That's the situation our Vault Hunters have crash landed into. A planet ready to explode, and you're the spark. As you explore, you'll meet a cast of incredible characters.
I will say their character design is getting very unique, but a little ridiculous at the same time.
You'll also meet new friends like Rush,
And as always, Claptrap is
There he
along
is.
for the ride.
Last but not least is Echo 4. This helpful
Oh, new little bot inspired by Star Wars droids.
scanning the environment.
It's like
and
Jack is
helping
gonna rip
guide
this
you to
door.
objectives. But enough of all that. Let's get into the game.
Okay. Feed me, baby bird.
Shut up.
Thanks to our improved lobby system, it's easier than ever to join up with your friends on the fly.
Okay. I've heard that 1,000 times with
You
a
can
ton of
connect Your
games.
friends on any platform.
Today, we're venturing into Terminus Range, a frigid, mountainous region.
This is just one of the 4 zones on Kairos that you can seamlessly explore. There's next to no loading time, just endless looting and shooting mayhem.
Okay.
For our current mission, we need to break into a secret black site located deep in the mountains.
Looks like Borderlands.
One of the Timekeeper's generals, Vile Lichter, has been conducting grotesque experiments on locals. It's up to us to stop him.
All right, let's get moving. Here I'm using Glide, one of our new movement abilities. Along with dash, double jump, climbing, and point grapple, these make getting around more fun and add a ton of utility to combat.
As you traverse, you'll uncover a vast and beautiful world. And to bring Kairos to life, we've introduced dynamic weather and events, so you constantly have new things
Hellgate
to
London.
discover.
Oh man,
There's also plenty of local wildlife to contend with.
I forgot
like
all
these
about
crabs,
Hellgate London.
flying beasts who attack in flocks.
But what year is Borderlands out?
Here we've
2009,
come across a
yeah.
silo,
Hellgate London
several
beats
new
it.
activities in Borderlands 4.
I haven't played
You'll
Hellgate
eventually
London, but I've
discover
heard
short
about it.
gameplay experiences like this all across Kairos. There's no need to pick up a mission first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
Silos house old,
2009.
decommissioned order tech that you can hijack for the Crimson Resistance.
With the help of Echo 4, we'll hack into their network and release the communications balloon.
2009 was kind of a good year for games, if I recall. I think.
Had some good stuff come out then.
I think RE5 came out then. Like a bunch of other games. Let me think.
What the fuck is that thing?
Uncharted 2.
Now that we're in charge,
Yeah.
we can fast travel to the
Call of
site.
Duty Modern Warfare
And as
2.
a bonus,
Assassin's Creed
it's revealed
2.
the approximate location of a vault key fragment.
Resident Evil
We can collect
5.
these
Left 4 Dead
fragments to
2.
unlock a hidden
Forza
vault,
3.
A high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious
Demon
loot.
Souls. That infamous prototype.
Let's get after it.
Street Fighter 4. Damn, I forgot all about that. That was 2009.
It's gliding again.
What a
Oh,
hype
you ran
year.
out of glide, bud. No fall
Oof.
damage though, so.
Another nice thing about silos is you can zip line up and take off.
Well, you just grapple it and all of a sudden you're thrusted in the air. You don't even zip up
And if
it.
that's not fast enough for you, you can always pull out your personal vehicle, the Digirunner.
It's Destiny.
Just hop on, hit boost, and get rolling.
Came out on Mac in
Look, it's
2010.
Destiny.
Body, paint
Oh
he
job.
my
just
God.
he spawned that vehicle and he jumped in the air.
All
And
right.
because this is Borderlands, you best believe it has guns.
Borderlands came out in 2009 in October.
So this comes out like right before, right around Marathon. Oh, this is gonna eat Marathon's lunch.
There's always something to shoot and
Assuming either game makes money, we'll see if Borderlands makes money.
Borderlands will be more successful than Marathon. That's my prediction.
I'm sure. This is a tired franchise, but yeah, Marathon is.
Coming up on an order outpost.
No one's
Let's
looking
see
forward
the
to
new
that.
movement abilities in action.
chaining our new traversal abilities together makes combat
Yeah,
more dynamic than ever.
we've seen all this before.
You can dash in and out of melee attacks.
I mean, the
dodge
combat is
projectiles,
completely different, like than like the original Borderlands. But this is a lot. This is what I liked about 3, and kind of how it felt like something a little new, a little freshening up of like your enemies and how combat worked and how the AI worked.
I got really tired of the mobs. I got really tired of how just
But you're gonna see, a lot of
combat was kind of just the same. And like some of the weapons were kind of shit, and it would take a while to get something really good. Or you'd be just going between 3 different weapons of the same type, trying to figure out which one actually does
I know
more
that there's a
damage.
vault
Yeah.
around here somewhere. But we've got a mission to get back to. Let's pull
I
out
don't know.
Echo
Borderlands
4
2
and show us where
is
to go.
1 and 2 were great, but I had burned out. Like I couldn't play pre-sequel. I
We're
said no,
meeting up with none other than the Tigra Partali herself.
and then I didn't bother playing 3.
She's a former vault hunter and exotic pet sitter from Borderlands 3. She came to Kairos in search of Lilith and is now helping us take down the Timekeeper.
The Timekeeper. Oh, what a threat!
Borderlands came out on Mac. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wine at me, homies. We'll play in a moment, huh?
Every few years, Mac's like, we want to try gaming, and it never works quite well for them, and then they move on quickly.
Yeah, they just basically amass whatever library of games they get, but there's not many.
This must be the path to the black site.
Yeah, you can play Death Stranding on an iPhone. I always forget that's a thing.
Yeah, they have an iPhone version of Death
Please, be my
Stranding.
guest.
I bet it runs like shit.
Come, let's throw some light on this black site of his.
I could have just clambered up that, but okay.
This place is crawling with creeps. Clear them out.
Co-op has always been at the heart of Borderlands, and we've put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This way, everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
And you don't have to worry about loot ninjas stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up, you can easily fast travel to your friends.
And 2-player split screen returns so you can enjoy couch co-op.
Oh, wow. That's what I want to hear.
I will always give any game like this that made that a priority props.
Yep.
As much shit as we talk, the fact that they're putting 2-player co-op, split screen, local co-op in here, that is, yeah.
Good on
Bravo.
You. Way to go, Gearbox. I'm not going to play this game, but I will support your ability to put in 2-player split screen.
Because there's so many games that just forego it now.
Yeah, and this is one of those games that started that kind of trend back then. Let's keep that 2-player split screen campaign rolling.
Yeah, you can hang out with your buddy, and I mean, it's greater than ever now, especially like in the world where everybody's got a giant fucking TV.
Yep. It's great.
Let's check it out.
Wonder if you can comically get knocked over by that air vent.
Hermes is really creeped out in here. Not me, obviously. Hermes.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot.
Okay.
In Borderlands 4, each piece of gear comes from one of 8 manufacturers with their own characteristics and trademarks.
Here we go.
There's Jacobs, with crit-friendly black powder weapons.
Yeah,
the elemental expertise of
of
Maliwan. Vladoff, who solve lower accuracy with more bullets. The toss to reload Tedior.
One thing I like about Borderlands and the sounds is that moist sound and hit marker.
Yeah.
That's something about that one. I'm like, yeah, that's
the order with powerful
that's a juicy sound and hit marker.
Fully auto rippers. And the reliable, easy-to-use Daedalus, which can use multiple ammo types.
But that's just the start. We've introduced an all-new licensed parts system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple...
I mean, yeah, this is totally a game that, like, by myself, I'd be bored to tears. But, like, if a couple buddies were on playing, I'd log some hours hanging out with them.
You have attachments now that can be from different manufacturers.
Oh, so you can kind of build...
yeah, you can build a Maliwan gun with Jacobs attachments and shit. And they do different things.
That's kind of neat.
Getting into alt-fire modes.
Run and gun.
All right, that's pretty cool.
All right. That was nice.
The little turret guns, they're just your guns with legs.
It was a run and gun.
Added enhancements. This new type of gear replaces artifacts and provides bonuses to specific manufacturers. Take my current enhancement. It adds a kill bonus to all guns with Daedalus parts, along with more reload speed and critical damage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's cool, man. I mean, it seems like you can build a lot of just neat things.
It's a good way to save shit legendaries.
We all know there's going to be, meta. You're going to get right on TikTok and you're going to see, this is the gun you want to build, and that's the gun everybody will build.
The
only problem is the loot drops random, so...
Yeah.
This makes for our most satisfying loot chase ever. And at the top of everything are legendaries. These have always had unique effects that you won't find on any other piece of gear. But in Borderlands 3, they drop too often. This not only devalued legendaries, it made everything feel less valuable. In our new system, not only do all guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events.
We'll see about that.
We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and we know you'll love grinding all that great gear on Kairos.
Cool.
But let's get back to combat so I can show you my favorite thing, Ordnance. This is the new gear slot for grenades and heavy weapons like rocket launchers.
So they gave you big boy weapons.
Instead of taking up a gun slot and ammo, Ordnance now has cooldown timers.
Okay.
No more saving the big guns
Makes
for boss
sense.
fights. Now you can blow stuff up as often as you want.
And it just got to cool down.
Before we go further, let's talk a little bit about action skills. Every Vault Hunter has a set of 3 unique
I think this is
action
going to be
skills.
better than Borderlands 3. Like, in terms of Borderlands 3, just kind of...
Up until now, I'd been using Incarnate.
I mean, it didn't flop, but it didn't, like...
Let's switch it up to Face Familiar and pull
go
out
crazy.
As you can see, each action skill has...
I'm glad that the society as a whole has decided to forget about that dumb movie they made.
Oh,
Jamie
yeah.
Lee Curtis.
They just glossed right over that.
Yeah.
That movie doesn't even exist.
enhancements that add new behaviors and functions to your action skill.
Different builds completely change how combat plays out, resulting in near endless freedom to experiment. You can swap unlock augments or capstones on the fly.
Yeah, he
or
is.
completely respec your skill trees.
Kevin
at
Hart
hubs.
is.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's in that movie too.
This gives us a chance to talk about traits. Each Vault Hunter has a unique passive ability called a trait.
And then
For
wasn't
Vex,
wasn't
her
Jack
action
Black
skills
the voice
attune
of
to the
Claptrap
element
or
of her
something?
equipped
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So
It's like
by
they have the
swapping
same
guns,
like
I
12
can
actors.
change
in
Oh, yeah.
damage from
Oh, yeah.
to shock, fire, or any other elemental type.
And also, you can pet the cat.
Hey, good job.
Dead end.
I didn't see him pet that
Or
cat.
Is it?
No.
Let's see.
That
what
cat pet
Vault
itself.
offers.
Jumanji Borderlands.
Are those test tubes?
She must be cold.
I'm down. But thankfully, our fight for your life mechanic makes a return. Of course, I could have avoided it in the first place if I had just used my ref kit. This new piece of gear provides health and other buffs, like temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
All right.
I'm almost afraid to ask what's in the tube.
Oh, look at these guys. Are those crystals growing out of them?
By the way, if you're looking to experience the story again or just grind for loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right, no more save loading to run bosses. Now you can return to the arena and use Moxie's big encore machine to spawn another run.
But we'll talk more about endgame later. For now, let's jump ahead and show you something truly badass.
Badass. Look how badass
In
this
Borderlands
is.
4, our bosses are bigger and better than ever, putting all your new skills, gear, and abilities to the ultimate test.
Okay, okay. It's a waggy little boss.
We're in Final Destination. Welcome to the boss arena.
Whoa, 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 spoilers. That's enough of that for now. But we look forward to showing you much more this June at our first hands-on gameplay event.
And from everyone at Gearbox, thank you for joining us.
Look at all them bums standing around. Go work on GTA 6.
Yeah, so it was originally going to come out at the end of September, but they moved it up to September 12th. So that's Borderlands 4, and they did a state of play there. They teamed up with Sony for that one, but that'll be out September 12th. And yeah, a couple more stories here for you today. This is kind of, like, oh, that sucks. I don't play many of these now, but I've got a few. I've got a number of these in my library, strangely enough, because you end up getting them for free or they go on deep discount. But EA was hit with a ton of layoffs, about 300 to 400 people.
Yeah,
and we're seeing that includes almost 100 people from Respawn who worked on the original Titanfalls and Apex Legends. They pretty much said that they had some stuff in the incubator for Apex Legends, a spin-off Apex Legends project, which I'm like, well, Apex Legends was a spin-off Titanfall. A lot of people think that maybe they were considering a Titanfall thing. I don't know. I feel like they were really thinking of a new spin-off of Apex. Yeah. And a Star Wars thing, those have been abandoned, basically. But over on the Codemaster side, they were hit with layoffs too. But their partnership with WRC Rally ended as well. So that marks about 25 years of Codemasters working on Rally games all the way to the Colin McRae games.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time in the industry doing these.
So that is kind of sad to hear that Codemasters is not in the Rally game anymore, because they were pretty much the go-to source if you wanted a rally car game. They had a new one for you every year.
Yeah, they're one of the companies that actually made serious racing
And you go back and
games.
play the old ones, like even you go back and play like the PS1 games, and they're some of the top tier rally games.
Yeah.
Even going back and they stand the test of time. The way the driving worked, even on like PS1, I have a couple on my Legion Go that I boot up from time to time.
Yeah, touring car championship
that are
too.
Just so nice to play. So
they do great work.
But they were hit with the layoffs too. So we don't know what's going on moving forward. I don't know what else Codemasters does.
Well, they did F1.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know.
And I think they're still doing that. But yeah, definitely WRC's off the table. I guess they had a 5-year deal. And
yeah,
they did like 2 or 3 games.
But it sounds like, I don't know, the things they're saying they're done. I don't know why EA is not doing what they did with soccer and just doing a non-licensed rally game.
Yeah. Make another dirt game.
Yeah, do that.
Try to go serious business, though. Don't do this crazy, wacky dirt crap that you gave me last game.
Yeah.
I didn't quite enjoy Dirt 5.
I don't want to have drama stories going on here.
Grid Legends.
Yeah.
I did beat Grid Legends. That was not bad, but still, like, I think I like their older games that did that stuff more, like Touring Car 2 and the one after it.
Yeah. I think they just put out WRC 24 a few months ago. Yeah, that's it right there. So I guess you're not getting a WRC 25.
Nope.
Yeah, so who knows what's going to happen next. But, yeah, EA laying off 400 people. On the other end of that, Respawn, as we talked about here, is...
they said some cute things in this. They said it was targeted team adjustments. One of my favorite corpo layoff.
Targeted team adjustments.
Yeah. They were able to say that because they did move some people to different teams, but yeah, targeted team adjustments is our corporate. We've fired a bunch of people speak for the week.
Well, I mean, like, you got to think of, like, even Apex Legends. I mean, that came and went. It stuck around a while, but you know, I mean, you don't hear or see anyone talking about Apex Legends anymore.
Yeah, it's surprising. It was a huge game.
Yeah,
I guess it was huge after we finished it.
It came around, and people, had an interest to it. They had an option. So, I mean, I remember when the big three was Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Apex Legends.
Yeah,
and then PUBG if you're nasty.
Yeah, Fortnite pretty much came out and put PUBG to bed.
Yeah. So yeah, a bunch of layoffs here, and I mean, this is every year. Overwatch as well, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. So yeah, and our final story tonight: free game dumpster.
Actually, surprising list this go around from Sony. Pleasantly surprised.
What have we got in here this month? It looks like Ark Survival Ascended. I don't know what that is.
That's Ark 2.
Is that Ark 2?
Ark
2 came out?
I think that's the Ark 2. Survival Ascended is basically Ark 2.
Oh, wow. I was wondering what happened to that game because we heard so much about it, and Vin Diesel was all about it, and then it just went quiet.
Yeah, I think this is the Ark 2. It's just out, and it's been out, and people didn't like it.
Nobody liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was under the impression it never came out, so that must be how much people didn't like it. And then Balatro, which won a bunch of awards. People love the Balatro.
Big surprise, Balatro being there.
My wife's been playing it for about a week, and she's got so much stuff unlocked. She's just burning through the decks. She's got most of all the decks unlocked. She's working through the higher difficulty runs.
Damn, she loves it.
And then Bolt Gun, Warhammer. It's a Warhammer game. Isn't this the one that's kind of like platformy or something?
I don't know. Never played it.
Bolt Gun, Warhammer Bolt Gun gameplay. I think this is the one that's. Yeah.
Is it like this?
Yeah. Look at this.
Well, hell, dude, I'll play this.
Yeah.
It's just a.
Yeah.
It's a shooter. Just a Doom style 3D shooter.
Yeah, I like it when they have a little fun with Warhammer.
All right, I'll play this.
Yeah, I mean, you probably have fun playing this for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
All right. That's a good get.
But not the gets I need to get me back on my PlayStation Plus subscription that's been canceled for about a year now.
You already got the important games. On
I got Balatro on Game Pass. I'll buy it if it ever leaves, and I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
And I don't need Arc. So there you go. And then we said we were going to try this, but here you go. Here's your Prime Gaming.
There's a big list of
games of the week. Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, that's an old classic. You can get that on Good Old Games. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, Good Old Games. Styx Master of the Shadow, Good Old Games. And then the claim and thing is The Invisible Head. Wolfenstein.
There's your Xbox code. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus Digital Deluxe.
Yeah, they just gave away, was it Youngbloods?
Yeah.
Last time.
The Old Blood.
Amnesia. And you get 2 codes for these since these aren't necessarily Play Anywhere titles, really.
No.
So you get an Xbox code and a PC code. Amnesia Rebirth on the Epic Store. Good Old Games of Hypnospace Outlaw.
That's a fun, weird little game to check out. Hypnospace Outlaw.
Yeah.
You play like an internet moderator. It's super weird. But it's also, you remember that weird Slayers X shooter game that we played?
Yeah.
That's where this game kind of started, as a character from that game, and it just turned into this weird FPS game that you can buy.
I think he's got a Corona Familiar.
Yeah, one of these.
Yeah, Familiar. And then, Jesus, I feel like they've given out this game on every platform, but now apparently you're going to get it on Good Old Games. Gat Out of Hell. It's like, oh my God. Talk about a boring Saints Row. It's basically DLC that they made standalone, which is wild because you ever play Gat Out of Hell?
I never played Gat Out of Hell.
It's super boring.
I know I own it somewhere like 3 times, but yeah, I've never played it.
Yeah, Endless, Golf with Your Friends. That's a fun one if you have any friends.
That's not bad.
Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen
Classic
2.
Blood Omen, okay.
And Mail Time, and then
Thief 2. Shit,
Thief
I don't
2,
give a fuck about any of those. None of those matter.
Samurai Bringer, Trinity Fusion. Oh, these games. Once you get to Amazon Games app, things get a little questionable. But yeah, there you go. That's all the games. Amazon is trickling out games all month long. The quality ones are usually a bit older. Of course, you're not really getting the latest games over on there. But if you have your Amazon Prime, number one, don't forget to you can get that free sub every month and support your guys, the Russ Factor and Danny Hyphen. But also up at the top, there's a little crown there, and you'll see that there's a bunch of stuff. You got a link like if you have an Epic account, Good Old Games. You link all that up, and then you click the crown up at the top, and there's just a whole scroll list where you can go in and claim games, or it'll give you the code to go over to Good Old Games. Yeah. That one's kind of convenient because like you click claim and it takes you to the page with the code already there. Mm-hmm. But like the Microsoft ones, you got to copy the code out and go to Microsoft Redeem and do them. But like the Epic stuff's pretty cool because you just go in and click claim and it syncs your account. And it just
as long as you're signed in or logged on, it'll just do that right away.
But that's available through Prime Gaming.
Yeah, pick up that Thief 2.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to do it for our news tonight here on the Russ Factor Show. And we'll have another big batch of news for you next week. That's right.
All right.
We're going to take a short break. I'm going to get a whiskey going. And we're going to play. We're going to start checking out a turn-based RPG called Claire Obscure Expedition 33. What up, Brian? How you doing? And we'll be right back though. We're gonna take a very short break to get our drinks filled up, and then we're gonna get right into some hot action gameplay. With Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So stick around, and we will be right back.